How you doing, Mariah?
Good.
How was that donut? That's a good donut, right?
This is Mariyah. She was diagnosed with Schaaf-Yang syndrome Magel 2 disorder at age 7. It is a genetic disorder located on the 15th chromosome in the gene pool, causing obesity, intellectual disabilities, and shortness in height.
Cookies too?
In addition, she has also shown symptoms of scoliosis, ADHD, autism, asthma, and several others. As a result, she has exhibited disorders in feeding, articulating, stuttering, and cluttering. We've been given the opportunity to interview Mariyah's mom, Trisha, and her experiences raising Mariyah.
One of the things we were wondering too, I guess kind of basic question, but when did you first decide to have her, tested, and you decided that you need to go see a doctor?
She was 6 months old.
6 months?
Yeah, 6 months.
What were the indicators?
Well, she was my first child, so like I thought she was just like the best baby. She never cried when she wanted to be fed. She was just a really good baby. But then when she didn't start hitting her milestones, like crawling when she was supposed to, rolling over, babbling, things like that, that's when we decided that we were going to get her tested, which we got her tested for ECI, the early intervention. But when she was 6 months old, she was always getting sick with pneumonia, bronchitis as a baby, having colds, different things like that. So we ended up going to the hospital, and they noticed that she had scoliosis. And then that's when they wanted to continue to do further testing because she was so young and diagnosed with scoliosis.
Interesting. I didn't notice scoliosis as a symptom.
Yeah, she was diagnosed at 6 months with scoliosis. They took an x-ray, a chest x-ray, because she was sick. And when they took her chest x-ray, they noticed that her spine had 2 curves in it. And so it's not really common as, when little kids are born at that age. And so that's when they admitted us in the hospital for 3 months, and they were doing further testing and stuff with her.
Wow. Did she have any problems with feeding or sucking?
She did feeding therapy. She had really bad acid reflux, so every time she ate, she would always spit up her food. And so we constantly had to go through feeding therapies and different things, to help her with the feeding. Did
you have to get special foods? Or?
No. Well, everything, of course, was thickened to a nectar thick. Even her formula was thickened at that time. She was just like the baby food would be thickened with a powder. Anything that was kind of runny, like a liquid base, we'd have to make it thickened for her.
All babies.
Was just So all her milk and formula and everything was thickened.
Okay.
Yeah.
She does one-on-one treatments, but she seems like an outgoing person, so she does fine in the classroom and everything with people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. She's really good. Sometimes I say she's too nice because she'll see a stranger and you guys came in and she'll just start talking and telling her whole world and what she lives and what she's bought and everything. Yeah. So she's really, really friendly, but sometimes that kind of scares me.
Yeah.
But then a lot of kids her age don't really understand her, so it's kind of hard with her making friends. On their side, to be with her because they see that she's kind of different. So they're like, why does she talk like that, or why is she like that? So it's kind of hard for her.
So children, from my experience, they're inquisitive. And they can, of course, be mean, but a lot of times too, they're pretty accepting. And as soon as they just are told if their questions are answered, they can kind of go forward from there. And is that been the case for you?
Yeah, she's had problems at school with kids that make fun of her just because of the way she had, or they won't want to play and they'll kind of run away from her. So that we sat down, or the teachers even sat down and said, Mariah's like this, she won't, kind of explain it, and then and then they kind of get more to her. So the kids that understand, kids that she sees in the summer where I'm kind of more close to their parents, they understand her, so they're really close to her. But other kids that we don't really know, who are new to the school, or or we don't really see through the summer, they're the ones that are kind of not so understanding.
Trisha's family had to move to Houston to provide Mariyah with the treatment she needed by seeing an SLP 2 times during the school day, as well as visiting her medical team consisting of a pulmonary doctor, genetic, neurologist, and ENT. Mariyah is now 8 years old, and she and her family are making great strides to assure she has a bright and happy future.